Well folks, welcome to the video, how to repair a puncture on the Kymco mobility scooter. First thing I'm going to do is just remove the wheel, and I'm going to show you something. Okay, so we've got a little problem here, that this central piece here is not a solid wheel, and this piece here is also, you can see that's made of pressed steel and that's cast aluminium. So these are not connected together, and when you try to take the tyre off, that proves to be a bit of a problem. So I'm just going to show you a technique of how you can get the tyre off. So the first thing to do is to put the wheel back onto the studs and then put the nuts back on, but only maybe 2 turns, something like that, just enough for the nut to be held on without coming off easily. So essentially your wheel is loose. What you then need are a couple of tools, possibly an old tyre lever, some big old paint screwdrivers or something like that. If you use the release lever, what this will do is it'll allow the wheel to turn. So what you do next is use the tyre lever, and you need to lever the tyre back over the alloy section of the wheel until it gets to the end of it and the alloy section becomes loose and it can come free. Now to do this, you need to go round the wheel just like you would with a bicycle tyre, and turn it, and then do a bit more, and turn it, and then do a bit more. When you've done that, the central alloy section just comes away. Lift the wheel off, and you can take the tube. The standard way to find a puncture is to fill the tube with air and then put it in a tank of water. You can see there the line of bubbles coming out, and that's exactly where your puncture is. Okay, mark the place with your thumb and then rough it up a bit with some sandpaper, dry it all off and put a patch over it, and then put the tube back into the tyre. So there's your first stage. That's the next stage. Should now be able to put the wheel nuts on and pump it up. Okay, so for the first stage, just use one of these, and then for the second stage, use one of these. It can be difficult getting the blue one on there when the tube is not inflated properly. Now then, once the tyre is pumped up, the inner tube actually forces the tyre back onto the rim. Okay. One last thing, folks. Don't forget to run your finger around the inside of the tyre just to check where the thorn is poking through, and if necessary remove it. And that's how you fix the puncture on a Kymco scooter. Thanks very much for watching. This is Avian signing off now. Thanks very much. Bye.